Great, great, great. What's going on, peeps? It's your boy Fahara Farmer back. I'm extremely excited for episode one of the Kings of Company. We got a lot to talk about today. If you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title. Make sure you check it out. Thumbnail and title: How to Start a Business. And I got my brothers. They are around. They're coming in, and we're going to give the ABCs, literally ABCs of starting your own business. I'm so excited today. Before we do anything, I would like you all to share this video. Share this video. So important. Share the video because a lot of people can get something out of this video. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all in advance for all the support that you all have given us. And we're about to get it started. I got my guy, my brother. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Hey, man, I hope it's 5 o'clock here in Central Time Zone here in Memphis, Tennessee, man. I hope you don't mind the Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers fit right here. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that's okay.
Oh
So it's
man.
a target situation. So
Hey, I'm perfectly fine with that. And like I said in the last video, oh man, we're gonna be rocking our own stuff
for sure,
real soon.
for sure.
So if you got thrown that cardigan, that jacket, whatever, it's gonna have that piece right there, man. How you doing today, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. It's a little chilly here. We all can't be in Southern California, so it's a little chilly. That's why I gotta have, the fit. But nah, man, I'm doing well. Got some stuff brewing. Here on the company side, pretty excited about. Things are starting to pick up a little bit. As we navigate during COVID and stuff like that. But everything's good, man. What about you?
Man, I'm just grinding, bro. Just grinding, man. I've been so excited about this day, as you can
Mm,
see in my messages.
absolutely, absolutely.
The fact that we're in a situation where we can help so many people
Mm,
in a time like this, because the thing is that people not understanding that this right here, what's happening right now, this whole pandemic thing, we're
right.
probably about to go back into hiding again.
Hmm.
There, I got an alert from my phone from California. Is
Yeah.
they saying we don't want nobody outside right now?
Right. Right.
So this is a great time for us to sow these seeds of entrepreneurship into the hearts of the people, because that lets you know that your job is not promised. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? Your job is not promised. So we kind of need to be looking in other aspects of business and revenue and trying to get money outside of our workplace.
It's funny you mentioned that real quick because about our jobs aren't promised and stuff like that. Jim Carrey tells this story about like how his dad was funnier than he was, but the thing is they have a whole bunch of money, and so he decided to get a safe accounting job. And like a couple of years after that, he was fired from that safe job. That quote unquote safe job. You know what I mean? And so one thing about starting your own business, you can't fire the owner. So I mean, it is what it is. And you're so right about sowing those seeds. One of the things I've been telling people during the pandemic, I told people during the 2008, economic crash, is that like, look, this is a perfect time to start a venture, start a company, or start something. Because the thing is, as everything right now is kind of slow, is died down, this, that, and the other, as soon as things start picking up, you hitting the ground running, right?
Right.
And you're not in amongst the chaos of everybody trying to start back up or start up, once the economy gets the movement. So if you can start now, while things are kind of slow, things are kind of, calm down or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, this is that forward thinking piece we talk about all the time. I promise you, you're going to hit the ground running once things up, backing up and running when it comes to the economy and everything else.
Yes, yes. And the thing is, before we really get into it, man, people gotta understand that they're talking about our president and they're talking about a lot of other things in the aspect. And I've
Mm-hmm.
been looking to a lot when it comes to this last election and things that's going behind it. And I
Right.
realized that Trump never gave his speech for losing.
No, he did not. Did not.
Okay, he didn't get a speech, so I wonder why. So I looked it up. It's
Mm-hmm.
actually a law. Like if you give that speech and you think you won or whatever, and you give that speech, you automatically rule yourself out.
Gotcha.
So he taking it to the Supreme Court now.
Right.
Now, when it goes to the Supreme Court, they are the leaders to say who's president and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
So he still has a huge chance of being the president for the next 4 years.
Well, he's definitely trying. He's definitely trying. You know, you gotta go through the electors and stuff like that. So, you know, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. You know, I try to focus on. I can't control that, so I try to focus on stuff I can control. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Yeah, I totally understand it. But me saying it is a lot of cultures of people don't agree with our president.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't agree with what's going on around them.
Right. Right.
So by us probably having to go back into hiding, well, that's why I say go back into hiding with the COVID-19, for us to be stuck in the house again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if that's our president for another 4 years, you need to be trying to figure out something now as far as entrepreneurship. If that was to happen.
Right. Right.
This is the time to be figuring it out.
Look, I mean, like I said, I think people have learned, have understood, or maybe it's been reinforced that a lot of the stuff that we thought were quote unquote safe, maybe not so safe. And so if that is true, then why not bet on yourself? Like, look, if you want to stay at your job and you feel like your job is great, that's fine. This ain't for you. But you know, for those of you, you know who I'm talking to. The ones you've been thinking about, you've been edging on that cliff, like, should I start something? Should I not start something?
Right.
I mean, 2020 should let you know you might as well. Like, what do you have to lose? You know what I mean? You know, you could lose your job, you could, you know, whatever. So you might as well try to start something that belongs to you and stuff like that. So, and even if you don't go like full 100%, ease into it. That's fine. That's fine. But like I said, 2020 has taught us all the lesson that what we thought was safe for a long time may not be as safe as we thought.
Right. And the thing is, it's nothing like you said earlier, you can't fire yourself. It's nothing like ownership.
Right.
It's nothing like it. When I used to, and I'll tell this story where I used to go to work. I used to work like 15 minutes away, 10-15 minutes away from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to leave an hour. You know what I'm saying? An hour before. Just to sit in the car that 20-30 minutes to get my mind back ready for this bull.
Right.
I'm about to get myself back into, man.
Man, look, man. If you gotta do all that again, that's a red flag. That's a red flag for me. You gotta get your mind right.
Get your mind right
to go to work, man. That's a lot. That's a lot.
yeah, man. And I want the people to know while we're getting set up and getting everything started. I want y'all to know that y'all can comment. Mm-hmm. Y'all, and if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell.
Please do.
YouTube is really important. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, and like the video so we can stay on longer with the lives. All right?
Right.
Now, we're live from Facebook and YouTube today. LinkedIn, I don't know why they don't want to be our friend or nobody's friend.
LinkedIn been tripping for a minute when it comes to that live, man. For real.
Yeah.
Algorithms right or something.
So we're gonna have to call LinkedIn together on a literally 3-way.
Right.
We have to have that conversation with them because we want them to be involved too. But this and if you haven't already, please share this information.
Please.
Can you see? Okay. Please share this information. It's really valuable. It really is. And what we're doing this out of pretty much the kindness for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will pay for information like this, but we doing it for the love, and we doing it for the pretty much, like I said, the love of what we do as far as entrepreneurship. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be teaching you how to start a business. And the first segment is going to be how to start a business. That's the first segment. Second segment is going to be how to promote your business. And the third segment is going to be how to stay inspired when it comes to your business. Because starting your business is the most important thing. Make sure your ducks is in a row. Make sure everything is together. Make sure everything is tight, and you're doing it in the right way. Get the correct licenses or the difference between LLC and sole proprietor, like all the things like that.
Right.
And promoting your business is extremely important because if you got a business, you got everything taken care of. Who you selling to? You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out a way to get your business to the next level that other people will be involved in and pretty much understand what you're doing.
Right.
Then when you have all of those things and you're promoting your business and and it's not going so good, you need the inspiration to because you can quit at any time. I'm telling you, business will make you quit. You wake up one morning, you're ready. The next day, you like, I don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So we're gonna need that. So we got we got Lawrence Thomas. This is the law, y'all.
What's going on, you guys?
What's up, man?
You got it, man. How's everybody doing? I was trying to hurry up, get here from the base. You guys know I'm doing the COVID stuff, still trying to take care of the country, you know.
Right.
But it's all good. I'm ready, man.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Hey, my pleasure, man. I love my job.
Hey, so how you doing, Lawrence? How everything going, man? Out there and still working for our country, man. How's everything going, man?
So everything is going pretty good. Everything's going pretty good. We're maintaining. We still taking care of the mission. We got to take care of the mission at hand. Getting our guys overseas and then getting those guys and girls back who are over there waiting for these guys to come over. So the mission is still moving. We're very safe, very social distance, protective of the COVID out there. We understand that it's real. We're not like it's not real because it does stop what's happening. So we all masked up and everything. So but yeah, other than that, everything's good. I'm staying healthy and doing what I can do down here and still love and still pressing, man.
Yeah. And we were just talking about that with COVID and how things are today going on with COVID-19 and how we might be going back into a little lockdown. So it's I think it's a mission for us to put the thought of entrepreneurship out there to the people because people are probably going to be losing their jobs again. I hope that don't happen, but how it's looking like they're probably going to go into another shutdown,
right?
Like a phase 2. So I was telling the people that we really want to put the thought of entrepreneurship in your mind because everybody has a gift, everybody has a talent. So why not get paid for something that you love to do, and not just you love to do, a skill that you may have that you don't know that people will even pay for it.
Right.
So that's where I'm at with it. I broke down the segments that we are having. I want y'all to, man, we thank everybody for tuning in. If you're in here and you're a part of this, please make sure you, if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Please do that. And if you're on YouTube or whatever you're on, share this video. That is so important. That share button is so important to everything we do and everything you do with your company as well. And we do have if you all hear something that you really like and we all are really giving great content for you, you can always hit us up and donate to us on Cash App at the Kings of Company on Cash App. So all the links to everything we got is going to be strolling throughout the whole live. So if you miss something and something can come up, you can always go back, hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Instagram, hit us up on the inbox and email or however you all want to do it. Hit us up and we'll be gladly to answer your questions. Is that right, guys?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Now, we're going to get to it. Now, we got the man
The legend, the guru, the GOAT.
We got the man. He's going to come to you and he's going to speak about starting your business. Starting your business is the most important thing of business because if you never start it, you have nothing to go off of. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to know while we're talking and while we're doing these things, you all can comment and let us see what, because you might have a question that somebody else probably too scared to ask. You know what I'm saying? So we need y'all in these comments and let us know when the questions y'all got. But Dominique Lawson is coming to basically tell you how to start your business and how to do it the right way so you won't have to have those mistakes and have to do it again and with your taxes and all. Hey, this guy's going to give it to you, man. So I want y'all to get y'all hands together out there. And I want y'all oh, sound effects.
I was trying to do the Chicago Bulls on the intro for the Chicago Bulls.
I know it, man. I'm a Bulls fan.
That's too high praise, man. That's too high praise. No, sir. No, sir. But no, I appreciate it. But no, like you know, my man was saying, like, look, starting a business is super important, and you definitely want to have the building blocks in place because, look, you don't want to be out here frauding. You don't want to be out here, you know, putting out a facade. You know what I mean? And so one of the first steps you want to do is maybe write a business plan. Now, for years and years, that's what we were told, right? You know, business plan. And some business plans, you don't have to be like the 30-page, 1,500-page long business plan. There's so many different avenues and so many different apparatuses out there that you can have to help write your business plan. All right. And this is important because the business plan is kind of like the constitution of your business. It's there to help you think out and strategize the direction of your business, how you want to move forward and stuff like that. And the beauty of a business plan is that it's a living, breathing document, which means that it's not just something you write up, you know, for investors and chunk it away and it's just there. This is something you're supposed to always be updating, something you're always supposed to be, you know, adding to or maybe subtracting to. Look, markets change, target audience changes, right? And so that business plan is something that's going to help sustain you for the long run. Now, over the past couple of years, you know, people are still writing business plan, but some people have kind of opted for the business canvas. This is more so kind of an outline of the business plan where it's not so, you know, not so in depth, not so lengthy, if you will, but it definitely still helps you to get the general idea of the direction of your business. And if you're thinking about getting investors and stuff like that, some of them may want a business plan. So it's great to have that in your back pocket. But if you don't want to go with a business plan and you're not really seeking investors, a business canvas will work just fine. Once again, the most important thing about the business plan is for you. It's not for an investor, not for a banker. It's for you. It's your guiding star. It's your guiding light, when it comes to your business and starting your business for sure. The next thing you want to do is have choose a great business name. Look, when it comes to a business name, don't overthink it. I can't tell you how many times people want to have like this like big 7 to 10 word bit. Like, nah, that's too long. Keep it simple. And also, not only do you want to keep it simple and not in the sense of not it being so lengthy, you also want to make sure that like as soon as somebody says what your business is, for the most part, they instantly get what it is, right? You know, that kind of helps with, you know, search engine optimization and things of that nature. After that, you want to think about what is called a DNB number or a Dun and Bradstreet number. This is kind of like a social security number, almost kind of like for your business. This is going to help you get that business credit that you're looking for, and you know, like a business credit score. You know, and you can go to I believe it's DunandBradstreet.com. You can get that. And also, let me be clear, it is free. It is free to get a Dun and Bradstreet number. Because I can't tell you how many times when you start a business, people be out here scamming people to get not only
your Dun and Bradstreet number, but also an EIN, which we're going to talk about in just a second, which is the next step. But if anybody try to sell you a Dun and Bradstreet number, they with the stuff. You know what I mean? So don't even fall for that. Next thing you want to do is get that EIN number, right? You know, once again, you can go to irs.gov, get that EIN number. Once again, you can get that for free. Do not have somebody out here trying to sell you an EIN number. I'm only telling you this because I've seen it firsthand. I remember back in my banking days where a guy was like, yeah, you know, I asked him for his EIN number to start his business account, which is something we're also going to talk about in just a second. He's like, yeah, you know, I ain't got it yet. You know, I got to make 2 more payments of $99 to get the EIN. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, what are we doing? Yeah, I got it. You know, 2. Like, no. Hold on. Well, let's go to irs.gov. Let's go and set this out right now. Bam, here you go. How much they cost you? Free, right? Oh, okay. There you go. So look, look, no matter you starting a business or whatever the case may be, the people out here there are people out here trying to scam you. There are people out here trying to fraud you. So stay vigilant, stay alert. You know what I mean? You know, as we say in the Army, stay alert, stay alive. You know what I mean? So, but seriously though, get an EIN number, get a Dun and Bradstreet number. Let me go back to the business plan thing really quickly, because if you're looking for a resource to help you write that business plan, if you opt for that option, go to liveplan.com. Liveplan.com is a great resource for you to help write that business plan because it breaks it up in pieces, right? You know, and so it doesn't feel so daunting. And also, don't feel like you got to write the business plan in one sitting. Maybe it takes you a few weeks. Maybe it takes you a few days to write the business plan. The best advice when it comes to writing a business plan is like eating a really big pizza, one slice at a time. So take your time, you know, because that's something you definitely want to take your time with. You don't want to rush it. You don't want to just power through it. You know what I mean? You want to really think about the business, really give some thought into the business. The next thing you may want to do, maybe we're at this point, maybe you want to find that funding. We talked about the Dun and Bradstreet number, getting that, but also maybe you want to look for investors. Maybe that investor wants a business plan. Maybe you want to go to the bank and get that loan from the bank. Let's see, we got a comment, Erica Dockery, when writing a business plan, how far should we plan out? Example of that's a great, excellent question. So a lot of times with a business plan, you can do it a number of ways. You can do it 5 years out, or what a lot of people like to do is do like 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, or 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, 7 years. Right. You know, and like if you have financial projections in that business plan, or if you have goals in that business plan, look, if you don't hit those goals or don't hit those markers in the financial projections, that's okay. The idea is for you to start thinking about it. Right. It's not for you to hit those goals, you know, like, have this completionist mindset, like, if I don't hit $7,000 in year 1, I'm a complete failure. No. They're ideas. They're a guiding point, right? Maybe you hit $5,000. The point is to help you go in that direction, right? So that is an excellent question. So you can do 5 years out. You can do 1, 3, 5, or you can do 1, 3, 5, 7, or you can do 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. It's totally up to you. But you definitely want to have those benchmarks in between, right? So that way you have an idea of what the growth and give that idea to the investor or the banker or the angel investor, venture capitalist, or whoever, to give that idea of what that may look like. But back to the funding really quick. Once again, there's a lot of business loans out there. There's a lot of business credit cards out there. Now, I wouldn't advise you to totally, fund your business off credit cards, but it can help ever so often when you need to maybe buy product or buy a few things, and building that business credit is good. And that's going to also help with finding funding. The next thing we want to talk about is that business structure. Okay. That business structure is important. This is where we need to determine if we want to be a sole prop, if we want to be a LLC, S Corp, a C Corp, right? And honestly, once again, that's the beauty of entrepreneurship. It's all about what fits best for you. If you feel like you don't have a whole bunch of stuff that you want to really just kind of incorporate and stuff like that, that's fine. Maybe you go with a sole prop, or maybe you want that barrier in case the business gets sued and your personal assets don't get taken from you. Maybe we want to go with the LLC or S corp, C corp, so that way the business gets sued. And in most instances, not all, but most instances, the personal assets will be protected. But when it comes to stuff like that, by all means, please, it be advised by a tax preparer or a lawyer or something like that. That's definitely something you want to put in your entrepreneurial toolkit. Have that legal structure in place for sure. And we already talked about the tax ID number, the EIN, so we're going to kind of skip over that as well. But also, if you're doing that sole prop, if you're going to be a sole prop, you want to get what is called a DBA, or doing business as name. And so you can file this fictitious, I think it's called a fictitious name with your county clerk's office, whether that be Shelby County or wherever you may be around the world. But that helps, stabilize. It helps legitimize, more so. That's probably a better word for it. It helps legitimize the business there, if you will, because this is going to be important for the next step, is getting a business account. See, when you start to get a business account and Capital One card, credit card, something like that, now you're creating a paper trail. You're creating the identity for the business. And this goes a long way with giving your business a sound structure and a paper trail. So that way people say, oh, okay, they're not just a mailbox that they're using at UPS. This is a legitimate business that we can be able to do business with. And the thing is, guys, is that this is important, especially for my entrepreneurs out there who are thinking about getting those RFPs, those contracts with the government or school systems or stuff like that. These are some of the questions they're going to ask. They're going to ask for, if you're an LLC, they're going to ask if you have the proper structure and stuff like that. So, and obviously when you want to get paid, you definitely want to have a business banking account, if you will. And also, one of the things to remember about a business banking account, and it depends on the bank, but some banks will actually close your business banking account if you use it for personal purchases. Realize that not all of them are very strict, but you want to be mindful of that. So you don't want to be caught off guard with that as well. You also want to go, once again, when you file for that fictitious business name, or maybe you need a business license as well. That's super important, especially if you're an LLC and up. So LLC, S corp, C corp, you definitely got to have a business license. For a sole prop, depending on where you are, it varies, but anything outside of that, you definitely got to have that business license. And also, I know this is a lot, so obviously you can go check this out on the replay. I've actually put a link to the piece I wrote back in 4 years ago now, where I highlight all this stuff. So you can also check that out as well. But also, and this is industry dependent, based on what type of industry you are, you want to get that proper certification for that industry. Okay. If you do hair, there's a certain certification for that. If you do real estate, there may be a certain certification for that. If you do consulting, for us here in Tennessee, we don't have to have a certification, but if we had our consultancy in, say, a New York and a California, there's a certain certification for that industry. So be mindful of the industry that you're in and see if you need to have that certification as well. Also, get some business insurance. It's not very expensive. Get some business insurance. What you don't want to have happen is you have an event and somebody slips and falls on some juice or something. Who's going to be liable for that? That's going to be you. So get you some business insurance. It's very affordable. There's tons of places you can get it from. So be mindful about that. Next, the one thing you want to do, well, next to last, you want to do is find a location and equipment. Look, guys, when it comes to starting a business, this is one of the last things you need to do. Far too often, we have people who start businesses, and the first thing they got to do, I got to get an office space.
Oh, I gotta get a building, or this and the other. If you can avoid it, make that one of the last things you do. You want to avoid that. Well, not avoid it, but you want to make that one of the last things you do, because the one thing you don't want to do is have business expenses but no clients. Because how you going to pay for the building? How you going to pay for your vendors, right? So like, it's very important, and I mean this with all due respect, right? Like, you don't want to be out here playing business, right? Because business will make you pay for it, both figuratively and literally. So make sure if you need an office space, I would like, if you're selling stuff, I would say go e-commerce first. Go e-commerce first. Start there first. And then once the business justifies having a building, once the business justifies having that equipment, then get the building, then get the equipment, or wherever, like if you do t-shirts and you need the screen press or whatever, then get that. But the business must always justify the purchase. That's a big tenet in business. The business generating that revenue, generating that income should always justify the purchase, not the other way around. That's just a bad look. And I assure you, you will go out of business real quick. And the thing is, guys, like, look, the reason we're doing this is because, on average, between 12, 18, 12, 24 months, depending on who you ask, that's that very crucial time in the business. It's within that time frame is where either you either fail or you go forth and you fly or whatever, right? But that 12 to 24 month period is the part where it kind of determines if you're going to make it or if you're not going to make it. And honestly, let's be honest, 90% of the time, 90% of those businesses in that time frame do not make it. And even within that, the number one that fails the most are restaurants. Restaurants are an extremely hard business, razor thin margins, so many parts, food spoil, stuff like that. If you're doing 20% margins in a restaurant, you're doing fantastic. And also remember, when it comes to restaurants, and I'm only bringing up restaurants because I know a lot of people like to open restaurants, right? It's one thing to make the best smoked turkey in the world, but it's a whole nother thing to like start selling that smoked turkey, right? But like I said, like, profit margins are so razor thin. And honestly, in a lot of times in restaurants, when you think of like an Applebee's or something like that, right? They're not making money off the entrees. They're not making money off the steak. They're not making money off this stuff. That's why they're always trying to sell you desserts. That's why they're always trying to sell you appetizers, because those items have 80 to 90% profit margins, because they can make that stuff in bulk really fast, and it's super cheap, right? It's super cheap for the restaurant, but they sell it to you and they make huge profit margins. The entrees are to get you in the door. They make their money off the apps, desserts, stuff like that. You can make in bulk really fast. And the last piece is market your business. And clearly that's not my expertise. So I'm going to kick it to my guy Fahara to help you out with that one.
Okay, people. Keep these questions coming. Keep them coming. So, Law, this is what I got. Law, what do you take from what Dominique said, and what could you say to basically put the icing on the cake with it?
All right, so I'm gonna say it just like this. I don't curse, but I'm gonna make a little funny out of this. Remember when Martin was shooting pool? He said, "I'm butt out. I'm out here, butt out, Junior. Don't be out here with your butt out." You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here all butt naked out here. Make sure you structure what you need to structure. Find what you need to find. Do what you need to do. But understand the format that he told you. I've seen where. Even me, I wanted to get all the stuff before I went live, and I want to get all the mics and all that type of stuff. And it's like, no, just set the structure up, start, and then your equipment and stuff, you can come later, right? And so what he was saying is that, listen, build the structure the right way, set the plan where you want to go the right way. And if you have the plan set right, then all the other stuff will start to follow, and you have a guideline on it. So don't be out here like Martin with your butt out.
Hey, and that's real. Oh, go ahead, Dominique.
No, real quick. No, I just want to add to that. Like, look, there is something to be said for scaling too fast. I talked to an entrepreneur just today who got kicked off of Amazon because they were selling too much, right? Because they had so many sales, right? They had so many sales, they weren't able to fulfill them, right? So there's something to be said about scaling too fast. And I think a lot of times people want to get the office space, get the equipment and stuff like that, because like you're trying to look like you're in business. You were trying to look like you're legitimate, but actuality, I mean, like they say in Texas, you all had no cattle, right? You all had no cattle, right? And so there's something to be said. I don't care if it's McDonald's. I don't care if it's Coca-Cola. I don't care if it's Apple. Every successful business scales slow, right? Every successful business scales slow. Right. So I just want to add that in there.
I got you. And that's 100% true. And I was listening to what Law just said when he was talking about his equipment, because we had that conversation. And I'm like, man, just start. You know what I'm saying? like we just got to start. The thing is that like when I didn't have the money to do all of this and do all of that and get the clothing and so on and so, I started something simple with my brand. I started with bandanas because it was cheap for me to get at the beauty supply store. So I put my iVision Digital logo on bandanas, and I sold the bandanas for $5. And that's how my whole company kicked off as far as selling stuff, because I took what I could afford and what I could do, and I branded that first. Now everything else come off of those roots of that bandana. Like, you don't need the perfect camera to be a YouTuber. You don't need the perfect truck to be to haul stuff around. You know what I'm saying? You don't need the podcast, the mic, and the headphones and everything to do a podcast. Just start from where you are.
I'm so glad you said that, and this is an homage to our really great friend, a late friend, Jason Daniels. When I first went in his spot in Titans Electrical, like on his wall is like his very first truck. And I look, that truck, Law, you seen that truck? That truck is beat up to hell, but it did the job. It got him from point A to point B. It got him to all his jobs, and he was able to have a fleet of 40 vans and stuff like that. But he started with that one beat up ass truck, and sometimes that's what you got to do.
And that's right, man. And like I said, keep the questions going. And if you can see the scroll on the bottom, when this is over, you can go and follow us on all media platforms. Well, I ain't gonna say all media platforms. I'm gonna say Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you're liking this video, make sure you subscribe to it, and make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. So we got pretty much out the way of how to start a business, right? Now let's get to how to promote the business. Now you have a business and you're doing everything right. You got everything together. You got your licenses, you got your insurance, you got what kind of business you want, you got your this and that. No. Now let's get into promoting it. Now what I would say, the first thing about promoting the business is get a logo. Get something to identify yourself from other businesses that may be doing the same thing you're doing. Get a logo that you would like to see on your building. Already think to the future of your building. Your massive 20-floor building. That's the logo that you need. So I create logos, but I had a situation when I had I had an award from my mom called the AAG Award, and I'm a graphic designer, and I had so many problems because I'm like, this logo, I made like 50 logos, and I'm not even exaggerating, because I'm doing this for my mom, so nothing I did was good enough. You know what I'm saying? Everything I did, I'm like, man, this is probably the best logo I ever made, but not good enough for my mom. I as a designer, had to go outsource to get the logo like I wanted and have to show somebody else my vision, because it was so big for me. It's like I just couldn't get it myself. You know what I'm saying? So by me being a graphic designer and me still having to go outside to somebody to create the logo that I wanted for the rest of the time I'm giving this award, I had to spend money. I had to go get that paycheck. I mean, I had to go spend that money and pay for what I wanted. So your logo is your identity. That's everything. So you want to protect your identity. So after you get your logo, you're going to want to trademark that logo. Trademark your logo so nobody else can play like they you, or somebody else that has a logo that's similar to that won't go in and be like, yo, his logo look like mine, or my logo, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's it? Inspiration, you guys. Thank you, Miss Tanya Mays. Blessings. So you want to go and trademark that logo. And like I said, the good thing about that is that it's yours. Now you can go and trademark it. I trademark at trademarkia.com. And you can trademark for the US. You can trademark for the whole world. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to be in the US, or and you can do your name of your business and your logo through trademarkia.com. So I would advise for y'all to go ahead and do that after you've done everything that Dominique said. I hope y'all writing this down. Because Dominique, thank you for that knowledge, man. You helped so many people, man. Next, I would say this is probably the biggest thing of promoting your business. Is social media. Get as many social media pages as you can on, well, I ain't gonna say pages. Get on all social media platforms. If it's TikTok, if it's Facebook, if it's LinkedIn, if it's Instagram, if it's YouTube, get on every one of those, because guess what? They are free. All you got to do is sign up, give them your email address, and just not even a lot of information. And you can promote your business consistently every day on an everyday basis, right? The social media, to me, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if you guys can agree, and it's not knocking anybody for being on social media and having it. I wouldn't have social media if I didn't have a business. Like, I wouldn't have it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I'm that social that I need a Facebook page to tell you how my day was. You see what I'm saying? Or my kid's birthday, or you know what I'm saying? Like, to this day, like, if anybody follow me, shouts out to Lawrence, man. Lawrence and Dominique, man. But if you're on my personal page, I might throw some funny videos up every once in a while. You know, some pictures doing some very funny stuff. You know, stuff like that. I might have to do something because the world is so crazy now. People need a laugh. And that's one reason why I do it, because it makes me smile. If it makes me smile, I know it makes others smile. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that. Hello? Check. 1, 2. I think somebody. Okay, I heard an echo. Okay, I'm right. Yeah, so other than that, I see social media as a platform for my businesses. That's it. Like, I don't see it in no other kind of way. What I'm going to use to reply to y'all. Like, coffee and pepper. With coffee and pepper. Okay, y'all know what that means?
That means she gonna be writing some stuff down. She gotta break it down.
Oh, exactly, okay. Man. Yeah, like we look, we throwing a lot of information, man. We throwing a lot of information. I get it. So we so that's a good thing though. That's a good thing. Working that prefrontal cortex, it's all good. But go ahead, man.
Yeah. So that's just me being honest, because the thing is, on my social media, I don't flood my business throughout my page. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people get a lot of flack for that, because they defriend people, because all they see is their music going down. The same thing they just posted 10 minutes ago, going down again. And then they same business that they doing this just posted on. No, you don't have to do that on your personal page. You got a fan page you can go to. You got this you can go to. You got that you can go to. If you don't want to promote your stuff on your own platform, just make the page for it. Make the fan page for it. Don't promote your stuff on your regular page. It's so many other things. Like, it's Twitter. You can have your personal Twitter and your business Twitter. You can have all of this stuff. It's nothing wrong with it. I literally got like 17 email addresses for all the stuff, all the different stuff I do. You know what I'm saying? I know any entrepreneur can kind of vouch for that, having so many email addresses. But that's what I get out of social media, and that's what it is for me. It's a free hub for me to promote my business. So the segue into that and having social media is, so if you're tired of people constantly putting the same thing on the timeline, going up every time you get online, it's going up, you're seeing the same thing, what do? What's the answer to that? It's pay for your promotion. Now, Facebook and Instagram are connected. They're the same company. They have sponsorships that you can pay for. That so it won't be like you're putting it up all the time, all day, every day. Facebook will do the work for you. And they will share it on Facebook and Instagram. So if you do cookies, right? And you got a new flavor you just came out with, and you probably shoot a photo or make a flyer on it or something like that. Or you do video. You want to do a quick video about it. The same post that you post online when you push share it to other people, you can use that same method and have a promotion on Facebook and allow Facebook to take your message to different platforms, and other people outside of the people on your friend list can see what you're doing. Like, to me, that's so important when you have a small business, because you may not be able to reach the people in Indiana or the people in Los Angeles. You're only reaching the people on your friend list. That's the thing about Facebook. When you put a post up, the only people that see it, and I know a lot of people got their privacy like this, is the people that you're friends with. And if your privacy is not on and everybody can see it, why they coming to their page? They don't know you. So you got to figure out another way to get your stuff out there to the masses. So by me saying that is that I want to get back to the posting your stuff online too, because I have my cousin Italy Mexiano. She's an artist, a music artist in Memphis, Tennessee. She had an idea of something she did, and I told her, can I use it whenever I do this type of stuff? And she said it's okay. And I know a lot of people do it, but she was the first person I've seen to do it. But when you're doing your post for your business, emojis and hashtags are a really big help. Now, I'm going to start with emojis. Emojis, when you put emojis, say for instance, you got a cake business, right? And after your text, you put a cake, you know what I'm saying? A picture of a cake emoji, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that beside it. It's like when you're strolling down your timeline, you see words so much. When you see a color or you see something that stands out, you're 9 times 10 going to stop at it.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, if you got 4 or 5 emojis and you got a picture with something you're trying to sell, and it's like I said, if it's cake and you got a cake, a birthday cake, or, you know what I'm saying, a smiley face or hearts or whatever, people gonna more so stop, because when you see the same thing all the time, it don't catch your attention. So if you see something that's off, something that's a little bit more colorful, it'll catch your attention. You'll be like, yo, what's that? Let me go back up. Was that a picture, or what was that line I just passed? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. This is just something really small that can be something really big, you know, in the future. Mm-hmm. So I kind of wanted to throw that out there, because I thought there was a real cool thing, because you ain't really got to have a lot of knowledge about business to know that. It's just something cool that I think that'll be real good for you to do. Now, getting to hashtags. Hashtags are good. So if you got a business, create a hashtag for your business, and whatever you promote online that has something to do with your business, use that hashtag. Because if the hashtag is used enough and people can't remember your business name, but they can remember your hashtag or your slogan or something like that, they could go into Google, or they could go into Instagram, or they could go into Facebook, and they could search the hashtag and your stuff will pop right up. So I want y'all to take advantage of these hashtags. That's why we see posters sometimes, they have like fish the hashtags on. They be like, man, why they got all them hashtags? Yeah, but they got 2,000 likes too. You see what I'm saying? Because the hashtag is going to open their post up to people outside of the people that you know. Even if it's just on Instagram. Like I've been using Instagood, hashtag Instagood on Instagram. And I learned that Instagood has its own page where millions of people go to that page to see what's Instagood for the day on Instagram. So we just got to take advantages of those type of situations and seeing it for what it is. Social media is the future. We're not able to be at the same place at the same time, the Kings of Company. All three of us are in 3 different states. But just by what the internet and social media is doing, we're able to get together right here and talk to you from a social media platform. So please utilize these platforms and learn about them. The algorithms with YouTube. That's why I tell everybody, if you're on YouTube and you watching, make sure you like it. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because the algorithms see that. So if we live right now and YouTube pushing live videos and the algorithms moving up that people are coming from YouTube and doing all of this, guess what? Our video is going to be on the front page because so many people tune in. YouTube want to push that because when they start putting those videos, y'all see the commercials in the videos. When they start doing that, they get paid for that too. You see what I'm saying? So these social media platforms, they work together and we got to use the best of them. And I want to say this for sure. When it comes to branding, don't be afraid to say what you do. A lot of people, when they have businesses, it's like they real modest. Well, I do cakes. To the average person, you just do cakes to me. You ain't tell me you do what kind of cakes you do. You ain't tell me what size you do. You're not telling me the turnaround time. You're not turning. I don't have any information. You can't be afraid to say, this is what I do. This is what it is. And I'm good at it. I'm exceptional, by the way. If you go and check me out, I'm telling you, they know, and people that know me, I brand myself on everything I do. Like, I brand myself on everything. I mean, I'm even giving, look at these rubber bands. I'm even giving these rubber bands out for free. These rubber bands got me up to 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? I came to California with 1,300 subscribers. And I got here and and it's not even a lot to do. It's not even a lot of money. This is something that was so simple that I just gave to people. I gave it to them. Like, here you go. What color you want? I had them in different colors. And it's because I gave them something, they went and subscribed to the channel. They went to check out you know what I'm saying? So it's different ways to do it and different ways to be a part of it. And I know I'm kind of going, but I want to make sure y'all get this information. And when you just come to branding, be your own brand. Be your own brand. If you want people to wear your clothes, you wear your clothes. If you want people, to buy your whatever it is, you got a food truck and you want people to come to your food truck, man, eat your food. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. I'm being honest. It sounds funny, but I was looking at two of my favorite people when it comes to business and music, and that's Diddy and Diddy and Jay-Z. Right? I look at Diddy, he has the clothing line Sean John. And I look at Jay-Z, has the clothing line Rocawear. And I'm like, yes, those are minority companies. I'm going to go and support those, right? And then the thing is, I started to realize, every time I see Diddy, he don't got on Sean John. Every time I see Jay not rocking Rock Nation. Rockefeller. No, I'm saying Rocawear. And I'm like, these are two of the biggest people with a factory with their own brands, but they're not wearing their own brand. So it kind of like, should I wear the brand if they're not wearing it? So I'm only saying that because if you do cakes and you sell tires or you sell jackets or whatever you do, be your brand. It is so important because if I had a clothing line and I never wore my stuff, how am I expecting somebody else to go out and buy my stuff? To me, that's just being selfish. I'm like, I'm trying to get you to do something I don't do. You know what I'm saying? So those just a few keys, cause like I said, it's first episode, so I don't want it to be really, really long. I got so much more, and if y'all tune in, if y'all go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit the bell, y'all will get all of this information. I'm telling you, y'all will get all of this information. So I'm starting with you, Dominique. Is it anything? If there's anything that was said that you want to capitalize on?
You know, that last piece is so important. Be the brand. We say in business all the time, people only do business with people that they know, and you eloquently said that as well. Like, people only do business with people that they know, right? So if they don't know you, right? Like, they're not going to do business with you. I'm not going to give you some money. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're about. I don't know who you are. You know what I mean? That's just important. But also being the brand, like you said, is just so important, right? Like, like it goes once again. If you're not gonna wear it, why should I wear it? It's just facts. If you're not gonna eat the tacos from the food truck, why should I eat them? Right? Like, nah, I'm good on that. So nah. You did it, my man.
So Lawrence, man, what you got on that, man? Because I want to make sure that, like I said, we're going to be doing this for a long time, and the goal is to help as many people as we can doing it. So I don't want us to give everything right now. You know what I'm saying? But what you got on it though, man?
So I'm down with both of y'all, what you guys said, but I want to highlight something that you said about social media. Like, a lot of people are intimidated by social media sometimes because you actually, all right, it's a psychological thing, but I'm going to say this. The reason why you're probably intimidated by social media is because you're only looking at yourself. You see everybody, but you only see yourself. And so you're afraid of what you're looking at, or you don't like what you're looking at, or you're saying something that's not true to yourself. And so what I want to really say is that don't let that stop you, okay? Use it because once you put it out your mouth, you held accountable. So use social media platform. If you have a struggle with procrastination and all that type of stuff, use social media, get it in as many outlets as you can to hold yourself accountable. Now, for those who using social media and only on one platform, like for our sake, get on as many as possible. Be everywhere. Eric Thomas say, you got to fool with your boy because I'm on everything. You know what I'm saying? So be on everything, and then you never know which one gonna pop. You only need one to pop. So if you're not trying to put yourself in all those different areas, then do it. Don't try to manage them all if you can, but just try to find out which one give you the most engagement. Hone into that. Keep those others, but hone into the one that's giving on. So that's what I want to say on social media. Like, get it in as many spots as possible.
Okay. And this you said that, man, and I promise, man, I kind of didn't want to get into this. And it's crazy that I want a way to say this, but if it's beneficial for somebody right now, y'all take it. And it's something that can get a lot of backlash. And I'm being completely honest. And I wanted to say it before you said that, Law, because it went exactly what you said. But when you're doing your logo, right, and you're designing your logo, design your logo, like I said, for what you want to see on your corporation when you get the building. Like, okay, now this is a problem that a lot of entrepreneurs have, and they just don't know. And I'm going to say this, and I'm done. When your face is on your logo, like your actual face is your logo, that can deter people away from your business. Simply because they don't know you, but they just might not like how you look. They're like, oh, she look like she cocky, or he look like he this, he look like he that. Listen, if you can have a business and have a good logo, and then I put it like this: I got a business, I got a decent logo. I'd rather you call me to see what kind of person I am than your first interaction with me is that picture that you don't like. Cause they might not like something easy, something you have on. Like, okay, I don't like what he got on. Or, oh yeah, well, you know what I'm saying, where he from? Or this right there. And I gotta go to this level. It might be skin tone. It might be race involved. So I don't want you to see me. I want you to see what I can offer you as an entrepreneur. If you like my t-shirt, I want you to see my t-shirt. And then if you follow me online, you'll see me later. But I don't necessarily want that to be the first thing you see is my face, because you may not like my face. You might not like my teeth. You might not like my hair. You don't like any of that stuff. So I see a lot of people put their face and stuff on their business cards. And I ain't saying I got a problem with that. I'm just saying that I wouldn't do it. Because it's people outside of your culture that pretty much probably love what you're doing. And then they find out years later, oh, he Asian. Oh, he black. Oh, he white. You see what I'm saying?
I got to give this example. A classic case of having that separation between the venture and your personal. Lance Armstrong, right? Now, granted, you had Live Strong and stuff like that. Live Strong was his own separate brand, but it wasn't like the Lance Armstrong group, the Lance Armstrong or whatever, right? When Lance Armstrong went with that, had the whole controversy or whatever, stuff like that, he had to separate himself from Live Strong. Had he had his face on everything and this and the other, not only would he go down, Live Strong would have went down with it, right? But the fact that he had that separation, his face wasn't all plastered all over the place and stuff like that, Live Strong still goes on, even though he had to separate himself from it. The thing is, when it comes to business, you have to see it as its own entity. You have to see it as its own entity for that very reason. You have same thing with the guy who started Uber. Same thing. When he had that controversy, if he had his face, he had his face inside the U of the Uber or everything you go, Uber would have went down just right alongside with him. But the fact that there was that separation between Uber and Travis Kalanick is the fact that he can go away, but Uber is still here, powerful and strong as ever before. That's a very important piece.
Man, I thank you for that. That was a great example, by the way, as well. And while we're here, y'all, man, y'all about to get this icing on the cake. Man,
ain't gonna last for a reason. Ain't nobody following it.
Man, I got the icing on the cake. So before we do this, make sure y'all sharing this video. Make sure y'all sharing this video, whatever platform you're on. Make sure you're sharing this video, man, because you're about to leave with something that's going to motivate you. I'm telling you. Now, you learn how to start the business, right? You got the A down. I get it. I might need to do a little bit more research, but I get it. You got the promotion. You got the B down. You're like, well, I get it, but I'm looking on algorithms myself, and I'm going to see how many pages I actually need up. I may not need all those pages and all that stuff. But now you got the business and you understand the promotion, but yet you have the business, right? And the business is not moving accordingly to how you want it to go. You so psyched about it today, but there's a business owner, everybody know. The next day you can be like, forget this. I ain't doing it no more. I done spent so much money in this and ain't nobody bought it. It's been this long, blah, blah, blah. You have to be inspired. You have to know that what you're doing is needed. You have to inspire yourself. And like me personally, I go and I YouTube people that inspire me to help me on a daily basis. You see what I'm saying? To help me on a daily basis, to inspire me to keep my business going and keeping it profitable. So I want to introduce to y'all again on this live to the one y'all gonna put your hands together for this one. I want to give y'all Lawrence Thomas. This is the law, man. Man, give them some insight, man. Get them motivated. If they hadn't started their own business, get them motivated. If they got their own business, they think about quitting, and they just tired of it, get them motivated, man. That's something I know you can do also well.
All right, so we're going to separate the two. The ones who haven't started, but they want to start. And I want to say this, and I'm going to be controversial. I'll be up in front of your face. You're a thief. And what I mean by that is this. Stop robbing us from the experience that we need to have. Stop robbing us from the experience that we need to have for the gift that you have inside you, for the business that you need to create. Because we're waiting on you. We're waiting on you to get your business out so that we can have a different experience for tomorrow. When you're holding that inside you, when you're keeping that inside you, you're a thief and you're robbing us. And you're robbing us of that great experience to make our families great, to make the new TV great, to make the new TV show great, the new podcast great. You robbing us of that. And it's unfair because God gave it to you. He gave you the responsibility. He gave you the idea. He gave you the thought. And so you holding that thought so captive because you're so afraid. And I get it. It's fearful to step out on your own. It's fearful to step out in the unknown that you don't know about. But that can't be an excuse anymore. You have too many outlets out here that's going to teach you and show you how to do it. You got the Kings of Company right now just broke down to you how to, have the plan come up, how to have the promotion, and now have the mindset in it. So if you wanting to start. If you want to get going, get going. Like the young lady said, she gonna have to digest this, break this down, and eat the, like Dominic said, eat the big piece of one slice at a time. Then do that. But don't be a thief. Don't hold it inside you any longer. We don't have that much time. Now, I know what may be running your head a little bit. You might be saying, well, somebody else is doing this. Who cares? They can't do it like you. I'm a speaker. I'm a teacher. I'm a coach. There's plenty of them out there, right? But they can't do it like me. They don't have my blueprint. They don't have my DNA. They can't put the DNA on what I'm about to say. So I don't care who I'm around, who's a speaker, whatever. When I come put my spin on it, it's because I want to do it. So stop being a thief. Get it out your head, get it out your system, and make it happen. And let me tell you one other thing, and I'm gonna go to those who got a business. Get it off the vision board. Don't be like, oh, I did the vision board and I wrote down the vision board. You think that's enough? No, you're still a thief because you have not started to create. You have not started to move. You have been sitting there looking at the vision board and you're looking at everything that's happening. You're like, I want to get that vision board done, but you have not started movement. Create the movement. Stop being a robber. Now, those who have a business and the wall is going to show up, listen, compete with your wall. Compete with the wall that you see coming up. Don't let the wall come up in your face and you tap out. Don't let the wall come in your face and you quit. Don't let the wall crush you. You're stronger than the wall. The wall, yes, is going to happen. We're telling you right now, you're going to be faced with adversity. You're going to be faced with wanting to quit. You're going to be faced with, should I leave my family? You're going to be faced with, nobody supporting me. You're going to feel like you're alone. But compete with that wall. Look at that wall and say, yes, you here, but it won't cause me to stop. Yes, you here, it won't cause me to give up. Because this is what you're going to develop inside you. You're going to develop the stamina to go through anything. The missing piece of those who are doing business is stamina. That's the missing piece. It's not your work ethic. It's not, you have the ideas, the books, the podcasts and all that type of stuff. It's stamina. You can't ride something out long enough. E.T. said that you can't ride out long enough to get rid of your old self. Your old self is constantly talking to you, said, come on back here. We was good over here at this corporate job. We was good over here. And we're not knocking the corporate job. You stepped out of the corporate job. If you're doing a corporate job or you're doing a 9-to-5 and making a business, that's still cool. We cool with that. We don't tell you to leave your job. All right. We'll talk about that later and break that down and let you know it's okay to be that type of person. But your old self, your old mindset want to say, come over here in this comfort zone that we used to. And you're not outlasting your old self. And so those walls start coming up. You start being confronted by different things and you don't have the stamina to compete. So I want you to compete with the wall and stand up to that wall and point at that wall and say to the wall, I'm going to outlast you before you even take me down. That's all the stamina is doing. It's for you to outlast that moment, outlast that second. That second may be 3 months, but it's still just a second. It's just but a vapor. It's just for a moment. If you outlast the moment, I promise you, I've watched this. It happened in my life. I see it in my brother's life. You outlast the moment, man, on the other side, that wall is going to be great. And then you can turn around, look at the wall and say, hey, man, you can't touch me no more because I'm overcome that. So the overall thing I want to say, and I'll land this plane, because I get hyped a lot. So I'll land this plane as this, is that while you out there building, while you out there getting started, while you out there already started, don't get away from applying pressure to yourself. And what I mean by that is don't not get around people who's going to apply pressure to you. You're going to feel like you're going to feel like you don't belong in the room. The inferior complex is going to rise up. You're going to feel like you're not worthy to be there. You might even say that. I don't know why these people want to be around me. But get in the pressure. And if you're in a circle that's not creating enough pressure for you to get better, find another circle to apply pressure. Because all that's going to do is make you discover something that you didn't know, build something that you've been lacking on, and create the diamond that you're supposed to be in your company and your business. So I'm the Law, and I'm going to chill out.
Law. Dominique. Dominique, hey. I want you to go first. Take yourself off mute.
It's funny, and I'm seeing the hashtag already, and I think it's perfect. Outlast the moment. Outlast the moment. On the Startup Life podcast, I'm getting ready to drop episode 250, right? Episode 250. You know what I mean? Has it been time that moment? Absolutely. But you got to outlast the moment. And when he says that, that thing on the other side, that is so true. That is so true. That thing that you want, that thing that you're looking for, is definitely on the other side. It's just sitting there waiting for you. It's sitting there waiting for you, but you got to outlast that moment. You got to outlast the moment. Them is facts right there.
Yeah. 100% facts, man. Because the thing is, man, I look at what he said, like you're robbing us. Man, that's deep, bro. Like, that's deep, man. Like, you're robbing yourself and you're robbing us too. I put in the aspect as you're robbing us because you have a talent and you have a gift. And guess what? Somebody needs that talent. Somebody needs that gift. You see what I'm saying? And we going here and there to get it. We're going to these billion-dollar corporations to get it from her. We're going to all these people over here to give her. And the thing is, it's in our own backyard. I didn't know, because why? Now you're robbing yourself. Because I didn't know, you could have been making money off this. But if I knew, because you robbed yourself from this, now you can't benefit off of it. Come on, man. Like, we got to uplift each other. It's something that we were taught and we were brought up on. Like, we were taught, a lot of our ancestors, I know mine, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody, but my ancestor was taught to save money. They were taught to save because you never knew where your next dollar was coming. Mm-hmm. Our ancestors came from slavery, came from the 60s. They lived that. They lived all of that. But they didn't know when the next meal was coming, so you saved up. That's just like me today. I got shoes from high school that I wore. They still look brand new. Because I did not know when I was going to get another pair. So every time I wore them and took them off, I cleaned them, right? You know what I'm saying? I saved those shoes, right? But now, I'm to the point now that I wear some shoes out. You see what I'm saying? But I won't, because I got the frame of mind that if I keep them clean and they get too old and they still clean, I go on eBay and sell them, and I get 2 more pair of shoes off that one price. Because when I bought them, they was $100, but now people buy them for $500. You see what I'm saying? So, man, I know I'm getting into something else with that, man, because I'm telling you, y'all should hear us 3 talk, like on just regular talking to each other. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get this started, because we got some gems and Creator put some gems within us that you all have as well. And if you're tuning in right now, you're tuning in because you have what we got. Like, and I said this to both of them before. I think entrepreneurship is genetic, because some people just got it, and some people, they can be taught it and still be successful. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say this while I'm talking. Please put your comments up. Please put your comments up. And if you hadn't already, like, subscribe, hit the bell on YouTube. And when you watch us, YouTube is probably the best platform to watch us on, because you can get full stuff that you might not be able to get from Facebook or LinkedIn that we're doing. You'll get the full package, and you'll get the live timeline.
Right.
That you can that other people can see it, just in case it don't pop up on the screen. So your question, and you can have conversations within the timeline. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all do that. So today we have talked about how to start your business. We got that out the way. Big shouts out to Dominique. Love you for that, bro. You did an awesome job. Awesome job. We talked about how to promote your business. And me personally, I just gave you a snippet. I just gave you a snippet because I don't want to be in front of y'all all day. And then the law, he came and to inspire you if you don't have a business. You know what I'm saying? To start a business. And if you do have a business, don't let not making money just deter you away from it. It's like you see that picture of that meme of, and it's a video and it's a meme of a guy in a tunnel, and he's just they search for diamonds, and he hitting it and he stops, and the diamond is right there, and he walk away from it. Don't let your business be that diamond that you walk away from just because you got irritated and this didn't pan out how it's supposed to pan out, things like that. Like, I got to the point in my life that anything I say I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it. Like, I don't care. Whatever it is, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And if I fail, guess what? It's either I ain't going to do it again, I got country, I ain't going to do it again, or I learn from my mistakes. I don't see good and bad. I see positive and negative. Lessons and blessings. That's what you're going to get out of life. In your best situation, you're going to get a lesson or a blessing out of it. In your bad situation, or your so-called negative situation, or a negative situation, you're going to get a lesson or a blessing from that. So, but while we in here, is there anything extra that you all want to give this community that we have? And we really thank y'all so much for tuning in and supporting us. Like, this really means a lot that we can be on a platform and we can actually talk about what we love to do. So, Law, is there anything you want to say to our people that's listening in, man? Any other information that you want to give?
Once again, I just want to say, man, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching us. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the questions, all that good stuff. Reach out to us. Throw those things out there to us so that we can hear you guys and hear from you guys, because you can also help us get topics. We do have a wealth of knowledge to give you guys, but you guys also are giving us stuff that you guys want to hear. We don't want to pigeonhole you into what we want to do. We want to give you what you want to hear and actually help you move to that next level. And just my heart of hearts, man, is that I love you guys, man. And I love these guys on here. And these guys are phenomenal. And so tune in and tap into them. You know, I guess I'll do the commercial break that I always do. This is a commercial break brought to you by The Law. Make sure you follow these two guys and follow us on every social media platform. And I got 2 words for you. If you don't, you're wrong. And so we love you guys, man. Be amazing. Be awesome, man. I'll see you guys later.
Hey, Dominique, what you got, man?
You know, going back, I got a few things. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Just like The Law said, thank you for everybody tuning in. Like, and help us drive the content. Let us know what you want to hear. What are some of those struggles? What are some of those things you're working on? What are some of those things you want us to provide that content for? Let us know. And if I got to dig deep to get that research, I will dig deep to get that research. We are here to help. The beauty about, the craziest thing about successful entrepreneurs is that they want to see other successful entrepreneurs. So, you know, anything that we can do to help, please do. And going back to something Fahara said, you know, the money always comes last, right? You got to chip away. You got to chip away. And while you're chipping away, You may not be getting, financial capital, but you're building brand capital, and that's very important as well when you're building a business. But as always, as the brain of the Kings of Company, I got to give you some homework. So one of the things I want you to check out is my good friend Mark Randolph, his book, That Will Never Work. Okay. We had him on the Startup Life podcast. He is the co-founder of one of the best companies you'll ever hear from, is Netflix. We had a great conversation with him. So everything that we talked about today, as far as like building a business, promoting the business, a mindset piece of starting a business, you'll find that in this book, That Will Never Work, how Netflix was built from nothing. And it's just a great book that you need to put in your entrepreneurial toolkit and help you build that mindset, build that business, and definitely know how to promote your business as well.
All right. Appreciate those words, Dominique. And to piggyback off what they said, we want you all to give us the ideas of this show. It was only right for us to be, as the Kings of Company, their own companies. It will only be right for episode 1 to be about how to start, right? So to the ones that haven't started yet, I hope that this was an eye opener. And we was talking at the beginning of the show, if you all wasn't tuned in at the beginning, that we may be going into another situation where they shut everything down. And that's good, T. Davis. But we may be going to another situation where they're shutting everything down. And by saying that means that a lot of people may be without work. And that's really sad when you have, say for instance, you got that good job and you getting paid the money, you driving the car and you living in the house and everything you want to, you living the lifestyle you want to live, and that job goes away. Then your lifestyle dramatically changes within a day. We want to give you the mindset to say, if you got a talent, let's see, can you get paid for that talent? Let's say when that job comes back available and everybody's back going where it's going, you may be making so much money off of what you started when you were off work, you may not need that job no more. And that's the mindset that I want to give to everybody, even if you don't have the entrepreneur mindset. Just think about it, though. Just think about if you were your own leader, and you made the rules and you made the money. Now, I'm going to say this like I say all the time, and all three of us 100% agree with this, is that don't quit your job. Don't quit your job for any means, because your job could be the thing that's helping you build your business. That's where your set is coming from. That's where your extra income coming from. And even if your business is successful, keep the job. That's a little extra money coming in, right, Law? That's a little extra money coming in. So
that's your investor, man. That's your investor.
That's your investment. I forgot you said that, man. Thank you so much for saying that again. It looked like Dominique fell off, but he may be coming right back. But okay, there it goes. So I just wanted to say that to everybody, and I really do want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Kings of Company and taking a listen to our vision. And first of all, a lot of these are our opinions. But when it comes to facts, the black and white, that's just facts. You're going to need a business license. You're going to need to know how to promote your business. And you're going to have to be inspired daily to keep it going. So I really appreciate y'all so much. Let's get to these questions. I've been out here working since the beginning of March. Yeah. And that's the reality. That's the reality that we live today. And that's why I said that. So if everything shut back down, or before everything shut back down, if it's something you want to do, just do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I got a shirt that has a Nike logo on it. It says just do it. And then I got the greater than, less than sign with my logo on it. It says I did it. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we need to do. Thanks for telling open the doors financial. Blessings, Ms. Mays. Thank you so much for tuning in. but that's the mindset we gotta have. If you scared about it and you're thinking twice about it, you can hit either one of us up on our platforms. They hit either one of us up. You can hit Dominique Lawson up at, you know what I'm saying, on the platform. Just check out Dominique Lawson. Check out Owls LLC. Make sure you check that out. And if you go in the inbox or something like that, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a hit back from either one of us. You go Lawrence Thomas on Instagram, Fahara F Vision on everything. And while I'm saying that, and we're gonna go, cause y'all know the marketing in me, I have to say this. If you have a business and you want it to be successful, it needs to be the same name on every platform. It needs to be exact same name on every platform. Because how I'm going around trying to find your business, but on Instagram is this name, and on Facebook is this name, then the .com is this name. No, it needs to be the same .com on every platform. Shouts out to Jenny. I really appreciate you tuning in. That really means a lot. And hopefully this information can help so many other people. And we just glad to have y'all on. Anything else y'all need to say before we go?
I think we're good. Hit us up if you need it. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm good too. Yeah, hit me up if you need me. DM me if you can follow me or whatever. Just Google me, put my name in the top, and I'll pop up all over the place.
And hashtag Kings of Company. Hashtag Kings of Company. I think that's something that we need to do. So whenever y'all sharing stuff on us, hashtag it Kings of Company. So when people can't remember the name or anything like that, or can't remember something that has something to do with it, and they put that hashtag in Google, we'll pop right up. So got another comment before we get off of here. Let me see. Good information, bros. Hey, appreciate that, man. We just want everybody to be good, and we want everybody to be profitable in their business. And so we pretty much out, y'all. We thank y'all so much for tuning in. We are the Kings of Company, and we hope that you all have a great rest of your day. This will be our only episode for December. And starting January, we're going to be going on every second and fourth Tuesday. So we're going to be coming on twice a month, and we're going to be giving y'all this information. And we're learning, by the way, too. So don't think y'all just know. I learn from both of these cats.
Facts.
all the time. All
the time.
So we love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Blessings. And we the Kings of Company, and we demand greatness, baby. You know what I'm saying? We demand greatness out of all of y'all. As kings, and y'all are kings and queens as well, we demand greatness out of each other, man. So I love y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Miss Tanya, there you go. There you go. Starting already. That's what I'm talking about. Kings of Company. Check us out on all social media platforms. If you like anything you heard today, by the way, if you like anything you heard and you want to donate, Kings of Company on Cash App. Make sure you go and check that out. And we really appreciate y'all, man. See y'all in the near future, the first Tuesday in January. We coming back live, baby. Y'all be blessed. Love y'all.
Love ya.